A group of women take on Fox News head Roger Ailes and the toxic atmosphere he presided over at the network. Bombshell is a drama based on the true story of sexual harassment allegations against Fox News CEO Roger Ailes. The film follows anchors Megyn Kelly, Gretchen Carlson, and fictional character Caleb Pospisil as they expose the toxic work environment, ultimately leading to downfall and a significant cultural shift. The film stars Nicole Kidman, Charlize Theron, and Margot Robbie in lead roles. The film has 6.9 ratings on IMDb and 68% on Rotten Tomatoes. Satine, a dazzling courtesan, is trapped in a web of objectification and exploitation at the Moulin Rouge. Forced to navigate a world where her body is currency, Satine refuses to be reduced to mere spectacle. She asserts her agency, using her charm and wit to subvert the power dynamics and reclaim her autonomy. As she falls for the writer Christian, Satine finds the strength to resist the manipulations of the male gaze, shattering the illusion of control and forging her own destiny. This sumptuous tale is a testament to the unbreakable spirit of women in the face of oppression. The film has 7.6 ratings on IMDb. North Country is a drama inspired by a true story. It follows Josie Ames, a single mother who returns to her hometown and takes a job at a local iron mine. She faces severe sexual harassment from her male co-workers, including crude jokes, physical intimidation, and assault. Despite the hostility, Josie decides to take a stand against the abuse, filing a groundbreaking class action lawsuit for sexual harassment. The case exposes the deep-seated misogyny in the mining community and ultimately leads to a landmark victory, establishing the rights of women to a safe and respectful workplace. The film has 6.9 ratings on IMDb and 70% on Rotten Tomatoes. Sucker Punch is a fantasy action film that follows Baby Doll, a young woman committed to a mental asylum by her abusive stepfather. Inside the asylum, Baby Doll retreats into a series of fantastical dream worlds, where she and 4 fellow inmates, Sweet Pea, Rocket, Blondie, and Amber, embark on dangerous missions to find 5 items needed for their escape. Sucker Punch conveys a powerful message about inner strength, self-empowerment, and the struggle for personal freedom. At its core, the film explores how individuals can escape from oppression, trauma, and abuse through imagination and inner resilience. The film has 6.1 ratings on IMDb. Horrible Bosses is a dark comedy that follows 3 friends, Nick, Dale, and Kurt, who are tormented by their abusive bosses. Feeling powerless and desperate, the trio devises a plan to kill their bosses. Their inept attempts lead to a series of chaotic events, questioning the morality and consequences of their actions. The film reflects today's abusive work culture, highlighting how toxic bosses exploit their power. It portrays manipulative, controlling, and sexually harassing behaviors, emphasizing the desperation of employees who feel powerless to change their circumstances. Sparking a Disclosure is a drama thriller that centers on Tom Sanders, a successful executive who becomes the target of sexual harassment by his new boss, Meredith Johnson, an ambitious and manipulative former lover. When Tom rejects her advances, Meredith retaliates by accusing him of sexual harassment, threatening his career and reputation. The film explores themes of power dynamics, gender roles, and toxic behavior in the workplace, revealing how sexual harassment can be used as a weapon. As Tom fights to clear his name, the story unfolds into a tense battle of corporate politics and personal integrity. The film has 6.2 ratings on IMDb Birds of Prey follows Harley Quinn as she navigates life in Gotham City after breaking free from her abusive relationship with the Joker. Now a target without his protection, Harley faces crime lord Roman Sionis, known as Black Mask, who uses threats and violence to control women. When young Cassandra Cain steals a valuable diamond from him, Harley teams up with Detective Renee Montoya, vigilante huntress, and Dinah Lance to protect her. Together, these women confront sexual harassment and male dominance, finding strength and empowerment through solidarity, reclaiming their power and fighting for their freedom. The film has 6.1 ratings on IMDb. Belle tells the story of Dido Elizabeth Bell, a mixed-race woman raised in 18th century England by her aristocratic great-uncle. Despite her noble lineage, Dido faces racism and social exclusion. When she learns about a landmark court case involving the abuse and death of enslaved Africans on a ship, she uses her unique position to influence her great-uncle, Lord Mansfield, the presiding judge. Confronting societal prejudice and male-dominated power structures, Dido finds her voice, fighting against sexual harassment and inequality. Her journey highlights themes of empowerment, challenging societal norms, and advocating for justice and human rights. The film has 7.3 ratings on IMDb. Secretary follows Lee Holloway, a young woman recently released from a mental institution, who begins working for the demanding lawyer, E. Edward Grey. Their professional relationship quickly turns into a variety of sexual practices that include bondage, discipline, dominance, submission, and sadism. Initially, Lee's submissive role seems like an extension of her past self-harm tendencies. But as their relationship deepens, Lee discovers a sense of empowerment, self-worth, and sexual liberation. The film challenges traditional notions of female sexual abuse by presenting a consensual, unconventional relationship that ultimately leads Lee to find her own voice and independence. The film has 6.9 ratings on IMDb. Thelma and Louise is a powerful story of two women breaking free from oppressive lives. When Thelma, trapped in a controlling marriage, and Louise, a waitress with a traumatic past, embark on a weekend road trip, their journey takes a dark turn. Louise shoots a man attempting to rape Thelma, leading them to flee from the law. As they confront more threats and harassment, the women find strength in each other, transforming from victims to empowered outlaws. Their story highlights resistance against sexual harassment and abuse, ultimately embracing freedom over returning to a world of oppression. The film has 7.6 ratings on IMDb.